I want to talk with you about a quantum breakthrough. I mean, a serious quantum breakthrough in health. This is with a product that is 100% plant-based, high-frequency quantum wellness spray called iHeRQles. This is how you do it. That's it. That puts these quantum nutrients into your bloodstream. Your body responds by going and relaxing and opening the circulation and the microcirculation in the body. So these nutrients can go right where they're supposed to go. And amazing things happen. My name is Kare Possick. I've been in natural healing and energy medicine more than 50 years. I've never seen anything do what this does. Everything else is biochemical nutrition. We've been taking handfuls of supplements forever, and look where we are. This is the next generation. And oh my gosh, I've been using it for 3 years. I've got thousands of people using it. And I brought Jim Barnett, who has been working with the science team on this. There's been 50 years worth of research and development. The research team is huge. Half of them are quantum physicists. They've done what nobody has ever done before. They've been able to go into the quantum structure of the plants. That's the level of light. They've been able to isolate and remove and study all of the molecules. And they know what they do. And this has the top molecules from 44 of the most powerful plants on the planet. And the results are remarkable. So Jim Barnett, who's been working with the science team for almost 10 years, welcome. I would love to have you give us some of the science behind this and why this works.
Okay. Thank you for having me on, number one. And I can say this, in looking at the last 10 years of consulting for the science team, they studied from Anna Aslan back in the 50s. She had the anti-aging research that they were doing and discovered a lot of different facets about reverse aging. They were using procaine to do it. This science team came along in gleaning some of that information and studied plants, not using procaine, but the natural progression of the select molecules of certain plant, a little over 40 in the spray that you just showed, iHeRQles. And by spraying that, the sublingual parts, the cells of the mouth, pick this up. And the difference between this and the vitamins, minerals, all of that stuff that's out here, CBD oil was the last craze we had for pain or whatever, or seizures, whatever. But the problem with that is that it's only reaching biochemistry. It's only reaching where the blood vessels run. If I want the total harmony in the body, an orchestra, if you will, instead of like the marching band you're on a Friday night at a ball game and there's a couple of kids playing the wrong notes, it still works, but it's not completely harmonious. In an orchestra, where the orchestra is playing all the sheet music, it's perfect harmony and it's more pleasant to the ear. It works better. This is the new technology in nutrition for what we don't receive in our diet. And the difference is the select molecules, the frequency hits the cells in a different way. Cells of the mouth first and then to the blood. And it's really addressing the connective tissue that regular biochemistry, vitamins, minerals, CBD oil, whatever you're talking about, does not penetrate. And one of the things that is the goal of this is to penetrate and affect the red blood cell for more oxygen and the size and shape of the red blood cell so that it delivers better the immune system as it runs through the vessels. And it makes a tremendous difference in people's life over time. Sleep, endurance, recovery, pain, doesn't matter what you're talking about, because if I can get this system open with the right amount of oxygen through this red blood cell intervention by penetrating the connective tissue. See, we have ligament, cartilage, joints where the blood vessels do not run, the hair, the nails, all of this stuff where blood vessels don't run. How do you get the penetration to that so you really get what you don't receive in your diet? How do you get that done? You get it by doing this spray. used it for what, 10 years through doctors with patients. Been a tremendous benefit to those to make their health better. And if people spray this on a continuous basis, it's going to change their life.
It has definitely changed mine. I've used it for 3 years. I'm 75. I have gotten younger. My wrinkles have gone away. I couldn't walk. I can walk. I've lost 50 pounds. I have more energy than I've ever had. I mean, and I've got thousands of people using it that nothing else worked for them. This is amazing. But you were saying how it gets places where other things don't get because it's quantum. Let me show you a picture. I want to do a screen share. Jim showed me this picture and I'm like amazed. This is a hoof of a racehorse. There.
Yes.
All
okay.
right.
You see where that normally they say that if that crack in the hoof, where there's no, by the way, there's no blood vessels that run to that hoof. There, if it's more than a quarter inch across, and you can see that's all the way across, all the way from the left side there, depending on how you're looking at it, all the way across the bottom there. And by giving this horse 6 sprays on their food, with their food, spray the spray right on it. The result after 2 weeks was astounding.
What do they normally do to a horse?
They normally put the horse down. It's a lame horse. It can't recover if it's more than a quarter inch across, and this is definitely more than a quarter inch of across.
And this is
all the way across.
A multi-million-dollar racehorse.
It's a racehorse, yeah. So normally they just put it down, euthanize it, and kind of put it down. You could put it out to pasture, but it's really lame for the rest of its life.
No way to fix this.
No way to fix that.
Until now.
Yes.
So look at this. Look at this. This is smooth.
Yeah, that is fixed. And then the next picture, what they did is kind of brace it and have it heal. And then the next picture, there's one more picture besides this, completely restored. And all of that process was 2 weeks.
That's amazing.
So, that is amazing. And what it tells me, that's an animal that we're talking about where the connective tissue is involved. And here is what the result of a man that was, you can see on the left side there, this was January of 2021, the 29th. And 6 weeks later, you can see now, why did the horse recover faster? Because their metabolism is 7 times faster than ours. You know, how the dogs are 7 years, cats are 7 years for every year that we have. So
look at him. He's like gray and shrunken and lopsided and lumpy. And in 6 weeks, he's pink and vital and straight and healthy looking. I mean, when I saw this picture, I was amazed.
Yeah.
This is what
the difference is in quantum nutrition and penetrating the connective tissue, and the red blood cell is connective tissue.
This is the difference in quantum nutrition, quantum and biochemical nutrition. Quantum means this can be a particle or a wave. And obviously, particles couldn't get through blood vessels to get to that hoof, but the wave energy could. And that's what healed that horse's hoof. And that's what did all of that in this gentleman in 6 weeks' time.
And I always tell people there's a loading phase to this for the red blood cell. We're trying to get the red blood cell into the influence for this delivery of more oxygen and the size and shape of the red blood cell as it travels through the vessel. If it's too small, it's trying to produce too much. If it's too big, it's flooding the system where the immune system can't do its job the way that it needs to. But we try to get the red blood cell under the influence of this nutrition, what we call quantum nutrition. And what happens is we're spraying 4 sprays 3 times a day for the first 4 months. Why? Because the red blood cell has a life cycle of 120 days. So then we spray 4 sprays once a day, every day, to get what we don't get in our diet and keep our system open and clean with this red blood cell in the best form that it can be. And when you do that, life is in the blood. Now, the cost of this is $600. You have 9 bottles of product, and there's a bottle that comes every month. You're talking about $3 a day. And guys, let me say this. I see people lined up at Starbucks for $5 coffee every morning for nothing but sugar and caffeine. This is something that could change my life from the inside out and give me a chance. What the science team says, if you'll do this for 6 months, you have a new body. If you'll continue, you can keep that new body. This reverse aging element that we've talked about, where we documented 1,500 people showing reversal of age on a test done in California by Elizabeth Blackburn's lab that she started in 2010. By the way, she won the Nobel Prize for discovery of anti-aging. And they put a lab together to test the blood and see what the telomere activity was. In other words, your biological age. We showed that we could reverse people's age up to 30 years.
And up until that time, that lab had never shown any reversals more than 3 to 5 years.
Exactly.
And so this is amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's been astounding. It's been a great way for me to help people. On the $600, let me just say this. I've seen people spend all kind of money on stuff that they don't even use, they don't even benefit from. Way past that $600. So this is a chance to get something in your body, to get that red blood cell under the influence, and then it's $3 a day after that. And we have other product. We have iRevive, which is quantum nutrition for the skin, the most tremendous skin care available on the planet.
I call it skin magic. Skin magic.
Yeah, quantum nutrition in that skincare. And then we have Accelerate, that accelerate for people that are sleepy in the afternoon, no jitters, no nervousness.
Oh my God. When I take 2 of these in the morning before I do the spray, and I get so much plant-based, gentle energy and mental clarity. And it also gets my oxytocin and serotonin going. Those are the happiness hormones. I mean, I love this stuff. Yeah. These 3 products together, the company has a new motto, and it's the Live Younger Now movement. And it is feel better, live better, and look better. And boy, is that the truth.
Yeah. And see, if I just do the iHeRQles, it's about $3 a day. If I did all 3 of those on a product subscription every month to remain my membership, then it's about a little over $5 a day for all 3 of those. If I'll refer to customers, I can bring that cost down on the $3 a day becomes about 50 cents a day. And if I'm got all 3 products that I'm getting every month, a little over $5, it's a little over $2 a day. So for all 3 of those. And guess what? There's no place on the planet you can get it, internet or otherwise, because nobody's taken the time to study the select molecules of these little over 40 plants that touches the frequency of the connective tissue, the cartilage that surrounds all the organs, the red blood cells influence. Nobody's doing that in nutrition right now. It's time for a change. It's time to step up from a flip phone to a smartphone. And this is the better way.
Well, and when you start with this, you get these for free in that package, which is like amazing. I love this stuff. This is all I do. For all of these years, I've been taking handfuls of stuff every day. This is all I do. It's
well, I want to say this, in this economic time of the stock market, and I think Elon Musk said, we got the same environment that was right before the 1929 market crash. And all of these things of instabilities, banks going out. For $600, I have a way to help me and my family by the influence of this red blood cell and this quantum nutrition. But if I'll refer 2 people to that and they can see this difference and how they could benefit, I make $500 for every 2 I do with that I refer within a 15-day period. Like if I refer the first one and the next one within 15 days, it's $500 for
That's
every
amazing. That's amazing.
A tremendous benefit, right? Guys, that's a car payment. The average car payment in the United States is $490. This would pay the car payment just by helping 2 other people with this tremendous technology that no one has on the planet.
Jim, you're amazing. Thank you so much for bringing this to us. Everybody needs this, from newborn babies. I mean, we all live in toxic soup. From newborn babies to people over 100, there's nobody that doesn't need this. Plus, I've got my dog on it. People have their cats on it. I mean, look at this racehorse. This is a quantum breakthrough. And I'm so glad we're able to share this with you now. So thank you, Jim.
Thank you for having me. And guys, get started with this. And I'll say this, I can name 70 people right now that would never be without this. They've had either conditions with breathing or conditions with, stuff in the air with eyes that were watering and things, some of these symptoms that come along in our life and stuff and pain that they've had. I had lower back pain where I couldn't even get out of the car. I had to have help getting out of the car because I'm a tall man. I'm 6'8". I had trouble getting out of the car.
I couldn't walk. I was in an electric cart. And in 2 months' time on iHeRQles, I could walk with no pain.
Yeah. I can name 70 people that will never be without this product. And the only place to get it is through our membership of New Extracts. Live Younger Now is our motto. It's live better, look better, feel better. Join our movement to make a difference in the world. And you can do that for a nominal amount and help others with a way to change their life for the better.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I agree.
And I'm 71, by the way. I'm number 71 of those that would never be without this. So talk to the person that shared this with you, and let's get you started too. We can all feel better, live better, and look better now. Blessings, everybody. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.